You ever say something and the person you're talking to hears something completely different? Yeah, it happens to all of us. Well, today we're pulling back the curtain on exactly why that happens. We're going to look at the secret life of words. We're talking about semantics, the amazing science of meaning.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll start with the basics, what semantics even is. Then, we're going to go way beyond the dictionary to check out the hidden layers of meaning. After that, we'll uncover these secret tools we all use every single day. See why some words just seem to hang out together. And finally, show you how knowing all this stuff gives you a legit communication superpower.
You know the feeling, right? You say one thing, but someone else hears something totally different. It's that super frustrating moment where you're using the exact same words, but for some reason, you are just not on the same page. Well, it turns out there's an entire field of study dedicated to that very problem.
Okay, let's dive right in. That field is called semantics, and it's basically the science of meaning. It's all about how we make sense of each other with words. At its heart, semantics is the study of meaning. It's not just about what single words mean, but how those words team up to build phrases and whole sentences. And here's the really cool part. It's about the incredible link between our language, these sounds and symbols we make up, and the actual real world they're supposed to represent.
But here's the thing. Meaning isn't flat. It's not just one thing. A good way to think about it is like an onion, you know? It's got all these different layers. So let's peel back the first couple. The first layer is what linguists call conceptual meaning. This is pretty much the straightforward, no-frills dictionary definition. It's the logical, black-and-white part of a word's meaning that pretty much everyone can agree on. Think of it as the stable core of the word.
To really get into it, linguists break words down using this kind of feature system. It's pretty cool. So, for example, the conceptual meaning of woman can be defined by the features it has. It's plus human, plus adult, and minus male. It's almost like a little math formula for meaning.
But this is where it gets really interesting. The next layer is conative meaning. This is all the emotional stuff, the imaginative associations that kind of cling to a word. It's the personal memories, the cultural vibes, all the subjective baggage that comes along for the ride.
Just take the word home. Conceptually, it's just a place where a person lives. Simple. But the connotative meaning? Oh, that brings up warmth, safety, family, comfort, a sense of belonging. It's a feeling. And here's the kicker. We communicate on both of these levels at the exact same time.
Okay, so we've got these layers of meaning. Now let's see how they build into the actual tools we use to shape what we say. We use these semantic devices all the time, a lot of the time without even knowing we're doing it. All right, first up, a total classic, hyperbole. It's just a fancy word for a deliberate, totally over-the-top exaggeration. We're not doing it to lie or anything. We do it to add some punch and make a point more powerfully.
You know this one, for sure. You're not literally gonna eat a horse. You're just trying to communicate that you're extremely hungry. You're using exaggeration to show the intensity of your feeling, not the literal truth.
Next up, we've got irony. And this one's a little more complex. This is when we intentionally say the exact opposite of what we actually mean. It's like we break the unspoken rule of being sincere just to be funny, or, a little bit critical.
Imagine you're playing cards, and your partner makes a really dumb move that ruins your hand. Saying this? It's not real gratitude. Nope, it's the complete opposite. Your tone of voice, the situation, it all flips the meaning of thank you on its head to show you're actually really frustrated. And then we have the mighty metaphor. This is where we describe one thing by kind of borrowing the qualities of another thing, all based on some similarity we see between them. It's an absolute powerhouse for creating these really vivid pictures in our heads. I mean, a book isn't literally a person, right? Of course not. But this metaphor totally works because we get the shared qualities, companionship, being reliable, giving comfort. It basically transfers all the good stuff about a friend onto a book, and that gives us a much richer idea than just saying books are fun. All right, now let's talk about something really cool, how words get so much of their meaning not from themselves, but from the other words they hang out with. Seriously, context is everything. So there's a name for this, collocation. It's really just the idea that certain words have a habit of showing up together. For anyone who speaks the language fluently, these pairs just sound right. Like you say strong coffee, not powerful coffee, even though strong and powerful can mean the same thing. One just sounds natural, and the other sounds kind of weird.
And this chart just shows how powerful this really is. Take a look at the word heavy. It doesn't have just one meaning here. A heavy smoker smokes a lot. Heavy news is sad news, and a heavy schedule is a tight or super busy schedule. The meaning of heavy is literally being created on the fly by the company it's keeping.
So what's the big deal? Why does all this matter? Because getting a handle on these ideas isn't just some boring academic thing. It's a real, practical, and powerful skill. It really is a communication superpower.
Think about it. When you get the difference between what a word means and what it feels like, you get more precise and you get more empathetic. When you master tools like metaphor and irony, you become way more persuasive and engaging. You basically level up from just sending information to actually truly connecting with people.
So let's just quickly recap the big ideas here. First, remember that meaning has layers. There's the dictionary definition, and then there's the feeling. Second, we all use these secret tools like hyperbole and irony every single day. Third, words are social. They keep specific company through collocation. And finally, understanding all of this is what makes you a better communicator. It's your superpower.
So, I'll leave you with a thought. As you go about your day-to-day, just try to listen a little closer. Pay attention not just to what people are saying, but how they're saying it. What hidden meanings, what secret tools, what surprising word combinations are you going to notice?